I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
G'day, mate. You have the manners of a goat. And you smell like a dung heap.
Yeah, wait a minute now. I got something to say, too.
You're short on ears and long on mouth.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like, your opinion, man.
What was the question again, sir?
Not these guys.
The numbers all go to 11.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
That doesn't make sense.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Fucking hell, man.
Fatty hell, bro. Fatty hell.
You ready for some fucking,
I'm ready for some interdimensional shit, son.
interdimensional?
Fucking interdimensional fucking frequency shift to other shit.
So we on the Mandela tip.
We on the Mandela Effect, dog. And say to me what you were saying the other day of why it's called the effect or whatever.
Well, so we were having a quick chat and then we were like, hey, let's save it.
Yeah, we cut it off.
Cut it off.
Hey, cut it off.
Hey, but
zip it.
Fucking I can't find it's not on. I can't find it anywhere. Not on any. Not Google. Nothing.
Okay.
But there used to be this one going around, and there was like hour-long docos on it. They just don't exist anymore. They've been removed or whatever.
Well, this is one thing that's really annoying about Google and the YouTube stuff. I guess it's all the fucking same corporation or whatever, isn't it? Like if you sign up for a YouTube account, you have to have a Google account, don't you? I think. Or like I think it's all like the same. I fucking don't know if that's
out of my element.
I don't even know if that's correct.
Shut
man.
the fuck up, Tony.
Fuck, but tell someone else that's true, dude. But they just absolutely suppress all that shit so hard, eh? Like it's ridiculous.
There's so much shit I've got on my hard drive that hasn't been on YouTube and that for years.
Well, there's only one way to find that shit for me, and it's through DuckDuckGo. You have to, if you can't find it through Google, you have to go to fucking good old Eddie Bravo styles, bro. You got to go to DuckDuckGo, and that'll just give you literally whatever you type in, it'll give you the things that is that. It's not like, and just the first things that pop up, and you're like, oh my god.
I wish I said.
And then I have to, but you can't open them up in, like, it's so weird. It won't link it to YouTube. I have to email them to myself, and then click the link, and then it will open in YouTube. Otherwise, you just can't find it in the actual YouTube app. That's how suppressed it is. It's so weird. Why don't you want me knowing about what some random guy has to say on his computer about fucking the Mandela Effect? It's so weird.
You know what I've noticed on YouTube too, man? You know, with like you write in the suggestion.
Yeah.
You know, you start writing a word.
Yes, yeah.
I've noticed like there's certain things that it will not suggest anymore.
It won't even give.
Have you noticed
shit.
that?
Yeah. Like
certain words. I'm not going to say them. But there's certain things I write in now, and I have to write in the whole thing, and nothing will even pop up on the on your TV when you write it in. All the suggestions
it gives you
will pop up on the side. I have to write it in, and it's just black.
Yeah, it's black.
And then
I gotta type this whole thing.
Then I have to type the whole thing and press search, and then maybe a couple might pop up.
But
I get no suggestions on the weird shit I'm looking at anymore.
It's the same. It's the same with me. When I go to the DuckDuckGo and I type the shit in, I'll find out exactly what the video's called, go to YouTube, type exactly what the video's called, and it won't come up.
Yeah.
I still can't. It doesn't matter how many pages I look through, I can't find it. It's so at the end.
Yeah.
I'm getting a million videos that don't even have the same topic.
Yeah. And
I'm like,
I'm getting songs and shit.
How are all these coming up? And I've typed the exact video. I typed the name of the fucking dude who uploaded it.
Yeah.
I have to go to DuckDuckGo and email myself a fucking link just to watch a fucking video that might not even be good. You know? I'm surfing videos, man.
So there might have been a time,
How good did YouTube used to be?
Oh,
shit,
bro.
We used to go down rabbit holes for days, man.
And that was for a long time. I remember I was living at my auntie's. I reckon I was like 23, 24.
Dude, I reckon that's what helped build YouTube,
bro.
Without YouTube would be nothing.
Because it started with cat videos and shit, and then I think exactly what I think. If all that shit didn't hit it, it would have never have got off the ground. That's how many cat videos can you watch?
Man, how many
people falling over?
Yeah, how many?
He fell over. You know when they do that movies too? Like the movie's so shit,
like just that slapstick fucking
like
shit.
The funny bit is supposed to be when he falls over.
Yeah,
and people are losing it. Look, you've seen people fall over for 30 years and you're still laughing.
For 30 years, man. Come on, dog. That's what
man.
fucking Buster Keaton or whatever was doing, man. Up your shit.
Up your shit.
Up your shit,
dog.
man. Please do some Jackie Chan shit. Fall over kicking a motherfucker, man.
Put the fucking
do something, bro.
Give me some outtakes.
Give me some outtakes. But those, like, conspiracy shit, you should get views, bro. Views, bro.
I'm glad I've downloaded a whole heap of them.
Yeah.
Got them still. Because
same.
I don't think you'll
Agreed.
ever, unless you know how to use that duck thing, which I don't.
Unless you know how to duck go a motherfucking internet search.
They're all that shit's unobtainable to me because I don't know how.
I'm gonna set you up, dog.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I got you, man. I got you.
So anyway, on this Mandela one, I was watching years ago.
Well, just explain what the Mandela Effect is quickly. Well, for people, it's a crazy phenomenon.
It's
right?
a crazy phenomenon where people misremember the exact same thing.
Yeah, things from the past, like
say just an example,
and not just individual people remember, like collectively, like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, so like just say there's
right?
a famous movie and there's a line in it where he says, "Danny," says, "Danny, you're my boy," right?
Yeah.
Half the population will remember he said, "Danny, you're my boy."
Yeah.
Or the other half of the population remember he said, "Danny, you're the boy."
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's not, there's no other in-betweens. It's either people remember this or that, which is the phenomena. Because how are all these people who've never met on different sides of the planet misremembering the same thing? It's not like they're misremembering it totally different. It's either the one or the two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. And
I'm not explaining it very well.
No, you are explaining it pretty good. Because and we'll use what's an example that I know is like the Forrest Gump.
Yeah, so life was like, I always remember it as life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
But apparently it was never. That's never been the case.
That's never been what it's. Yeah.
He says life was like a box of chocolates. But everyone remembers either life is like a box of chocolates, or was. Not life could be like a box of chocolates, like has been like, it's either the fucking is or was.
Like, and
which is crazy, man. Or the
weird.
Skywalker.
Yes.
But I've got a few written down for after.
Yeah, nice, cool. But and because one thing that makes it beyond just memories is I've seen like times where people pull out like a bit of merch or something from like maybe not the exact chocolate example, but from like a different thing where it is quoted the wrong way.
Yes.
And they're like, this is proof or whatever that it is different. And because like some people theorize that like it's us hopping through different dimensions, man, or some fucking like crazy. It's some CERN shit when they like threw particles at each other and things fucking collided and another
the one I was watching years ago was like saying, it was all on the CERN tip, like the CERN.
Yeah.
But it was because of this head dude at CERN, right? I don't know. I'm just calling him the head dude.
Is this when what made the Mandela Effect happen or how it got its name?
Both.
But okay, yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Continue.
Because so a lot of people because the other theory is that Nelson Mandela, people remember he died and people remember he left.
Yeah, because that's what
But that's not the original. That's not the original, man. The original was that this fucking this CERN employee, he was some head dude, like real high up head there, and he posted this shit around the time that this shit was happening about, he had like a cardboard cutout with Bond 2 written on it.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking. It said Bond 1.
Bond 1, and the villain in that,
or the actor who played
the villain or something.
Either the villain or the original Bond, like the actor who played Bond number 1, like the first Bond, was named Nelson something.
Yeah.
And then his other sign hanging around his neck said Mandela.
Yeah, so
So within code it says Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, and he was like a real head dude at CERN, and then that's what popped it all off, man. And then I think like the Nelson Mandela shit stuck. Like, fucking, I remember him dying. Didn't he die in prison? No, he got released. Fucking.
Okay.
And then that spun off, and I think people forgot about the CERN dude and
all
shit.
All right.
Because I seen that years ago.
Okay, because what I thought it was that people were people were remembering Mandela. That when did he die? 2013 or something like that. Let's just put that out there. It was around that sort of time.
We got phones.
Right, we do, but fuck him,
Poorly.
Hey, man, 2000...
Hey.
It's a pressure valve.
Won't open unless there's tremendous pressure.
Tremendous pressure, dude. 2013, locked in. Fucking, but like a whole bunch of people remember him dying in prison.
Yeah.
In what, the 90s or something like that, was it? Or
something like
I'm not
that.
sure what year they remember.
Yeah.
But a whole bunch of people are like, no, we remember his funeral. We remember like his wife giving a speech. We remember like
not just a few people either. Like
like a whole bunch of people say they remember that or whatever. But then they're like you know, everyone else in history says no, he got out and he was actually like the president for however many years and fucking died in 2013. You know, not too many years ago in that sense. That's like, you know, that's not 2 years difference. That's not like, you know, just a slight, I remember it being like 2 years ago. No, that's a fair few years difference.
Yeah.
Like memory gap, that's how weird. But from what I thought it was like people remembered that first and then CERN put out a video and then that was like in the video.
Okay.
Like he was like claiming almost like, like
that
Nelson.
could be the case.
But I don't know.
It all twisted. It was a long time ago.
I don't know at all.
But I remember that
he was just like shouting, and people were like, "Whoa, is CERN saying that like they fucking did that shit?" But fuck knows. CERN's just a fucking creepy place. I don't know what's going on there anyway,
that's like fucking put it. You go on the CERN shit, and like they say they're looking to the whole one of their purposes. They're trying to find they want to know how to find other dimensions, open them, and then take the resources from that dimension and bring it to this dimension.
Places.
That sounds crazy, and you think I'm making it up?
Angels,
go read,
go
look. They say that themselves, man.
Yeah,
like, that's one of their goal. Like that's something they're trying to achieve.
Yeah, man. They just like it's just all the.
It's not
weird
just
shit
about the
they
Big
do.
Bang stuff, because you know they're trying to recreate the Big Bang and get the.
Because that's something you want to recreate, isn't it?
Mm.
If it's what you say it is, if it's fucking starts a universe and it's just chaotic explosions, and then let's start that up.
Have you ever seen the video they put out called Symmetry?
I've seen a few, but like not for a while. Because this is what I was going to say. This is where CERN gets just insanely fucking bizarre.
Weird,
You're
man.
meant to be like some scientist dudes who like
and you're dressed in wizard cloaks and
and putting out videos like about like dancing and being happy with like the Shiva shit and like the dances of destruction and like
you got the
just
demons
this creepy
in it
shit, man. You're like, what is going on here?
This
dude?
isn't science.
Who's in your production team,
what's
man?
going on?
What are you fuckers doing, son?
Hey.
But fucking the Mandela.
Because that's what we do every Christmas breakup.
Yeah. So like, what are some more examples?
Okay, some examples. Well, what? So what was how did you you had a whole different origin, or that was the same origin?
No, it was just, I thought it was named after, it was called the Mandela Effect because of Nelson Mandela. That's why I thought it was named that, because I thought that was like one of the first big cases of people being like, and then I think that's where I thought it got its name. And then, because there was a few other, like, what are some of the biggest ones, like the Berenstain Bears?
Yeah.
Then like Berenstain to Stain, like the EI or the AI.
Yes.
But like, do people have any copies of it being AI?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, there's like old TV guides and shit.
Okay, yeah.
So, all right, we'll start with the first. I've just written down like 10,
Because
12.
I think that's what makes it tangible. You know, obviously, if you can have like if you can actually have it.
So, yeah, man, these ones, some of these are pretty tangible. So, all right, we'll just start with the Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
So, what's he say?
Well,
something, I am your father.
The big debate is...
what's it to you? What do you remember?
Well, I've seen the movie a lot of times, so it's... He says, no, I am your father.
Okay, because I 100% remember Luke, right?
Yeah.
But what's crazy about it is the dude who played Darth Vader, there's multiple interviews with him when he said he was reading the script, and he goes, when I read the bit, Luke, I am your father, I said to myself, no, he's lying.
All right, yeah.
That's the fucking actor who played Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He says that in multiple interviews.
Yeah.
Well, how would he get it wrong?
Well, you know, it could always be a paraphrase, I guess, or something like that. Because there's another Mandela Effect that comes from the Star Wars too, which is like the C-3PO's leg.
Yeah, I got that written down. I don't ever remember it being silver.
But it is like, because this is one thing that's how weird with the Star Wars movies is there's so many different copies of those movies. Because George Lucas, being the weird motherfucker that he is, just for some reason every few years does a random re-edit to the movies and re-releases them with like 1-2 second scene having like a bit of CGI in it or something. Like, just so fucking pointless, it makes no sense. And like, So every different quality, like there's 5 different, versions of Star Wars now that like, have slightly different movie crisp quality picture, or like a different line is said in a different slight spot or something, or a different noise. They've replaced like the noise for an alien, and you're like, there's no need to fucking do that. He can make whatever, it's fucking so retarded. But in so many different scenes, the leg does look golden or silver depending on the light. It's hell weird, but if you flick through the thing, like in some scenes it looks silver, some it looks gold, but most of the time he's shot from like pretty much the waist up, where you can only see gold. And because I heard someone saying that like apparently the still photographer, the guy who takes stills of the movies whilst it's happening, came up to the dude who plays C-3PO one day and he's like, why do you have a silver leg on today? And that guy's like, dude, the leg's always been silver. He's like, how you take photos here? How do you not fucking know the leg's silver? And he's like, I guess I fucking never saw it or whatever. Things like that I can see like slipping past or whatever. Yeah. But and like I don't know if it's things like that, just real big things that make their way into pop culture. Like I know like Simpsons has done like Star Wars, parodies, Family Guy. It's made it into like the amount of times that sentence has probably been said in other movies and shit could help cloud that stuff. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I don't know. That was just, But devil's advocate. I'm just gonna hit. Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm gonna be that motherfucker. And then I'm gonna devil advocate you. I'm gonna be that motherfucker and say, why would the guy playing Darth Vader say it in multiple interviews, not just one interview? I'm just thinking it could be paraphrasing. But like that's just me saying a sentence. But you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that dismisses your point. Yeah. That could be. This is odd to me. That's odd. Yeah, that's cool, mate. It's some fucking oddness going on here, man. This is funny, man, because these like you're gonna be like, what? Like there's fucking because I might have like there's certain ones that I don't think like match the criteria. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like that are just like sort of in there as well. Yes. There's certain ones that do trip me out though. Okay. So hit your list, mate. All right, man. Monopoly. Okay, yeah. All right. So monocle or no monocle? Shit, man. I don't know. Me, it's monocle. Yeah, I'll say monocle. I die on the hill. I've never drawn him. I've never paid that much attention, really. But he never had a monocle. Never? No. Okay. And it's just like, say Ace Ventura. You know Ace Ventura, the scene? When Nature Calls. Yeah. And he goes up to the little dude with the monocle and goes, you must be the Monopoly guy. All right, yeah, and then punches him out. Yeah. Why would you do that if he's not? It's just odd, man. Yes. And he always had a monocle in my fucking memory, and apparently, because there's like we've got a bit of an age gap too between us. So one thing I've seen that they reckon like that makes a big difference in this Mandela shit too. Oh, apparently. How many kids these days plays Monopoly? So like it's not going to be heavily in the memory too. Yeah, or some like it's just we're just divided. Like in your memory it's this thing, in my memory it's that thing. Like it changed at a certain point. Yeah, you know, okay, like, yeah, I see what you're saying. So what they're saying, like so. Yeah, so you grew up with a different Monopoly man. Yeah. Because a multiversal ship. Yeah. Yeah, okay, and I'm with you, dog. Oi.
Some pressure. Won't open unless there's tremendous pressure.
It's true, dude. It's fucking... truth and facts here, man. Hard-hitting issues. Because I'm questioning you. Did he have a monocle or no monocle? And you're just off the top of your head, if you close your eyes and think of a Monopoly guy. Well, now that you've said monocle, I want to think he has a monocle. Like, if I take it off now, I'm like, it's like, you know when you see someone without glasses? What the fuck's with your face, dude? Yeah, it doesn't even look like the Monopoly guy. Who was that? It's a dude with a hat. Where do your face features go, man? Yeah, you got two beady eyes now. Now it's sort of like that happening, so I don't know, man. I wish I could pull out mold. All right, you would have... Gremlins. Gremlins. Oh, okay. Do you know the Gremlins? Sort of, but not too well. Okay, but that could help. You know. So you know the evil gremlin in it? The bad one? Maybe. Go continue. We'll see. Do you remember what his name was? No, I don't actually. No. Well, I remember it as Spike. Okay. But apparently it was never Spike. It was Stripe. Stripe. Which doesn't make sense because he was the bad gremlin. It's nowhere near as cool. And he had the spiky shit hair and. Spike is way more of a villain name.
Then Stripe.
Stripe's a fucking real lame villain name.
That's whack.
That's lame.
That's not what it was.
You can't even. That's not what it was, man.
All right.
You can't put anything good in front of that to make that a good villain name. You can't put Dr. Stripe. That's lame.
No, that's lame as fuck.
No.
Ooh, Stripe's coming. Look out. Ooh. Who cares?
Who cares,
I'll
man?
get a rubber and rub that bitch out, man.
Yeah, fuck him. We'll go get like horizontal Stripe. And we can battle, man.
I'll call him Adidas.
Yeah. Fuck him up. Nike's on the way, son. We got this dude checked.
3 Stripe. Do you remember Silence of the Lambs?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this a quote from it or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's a famous quote you remember? Something he says to Clarice.
Are we talking about like lotion in the bucket? Or
Nah.
Like, okay, just what is it then?
Hello, Clarice.
Okay, yeah.
Never says that. It's not in the movie at all.
It's not in it.
Not in it. He says, good afternoon, Clarice. Good morning, Clarice. We're talking about the first Silence of the Lambs too.
Yeah.
Like, he never says it. He never says, hello, Clarice.
What's the second one?
Second one is Hannibal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Now, he says something similar. He says, like, why, hello, Clarice, in Hannibal. But everyone's paraphrasing it from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Not Hannibal.
Yeah.
Like, I was just saying before
No
Hannibal.
one talks about Hannibal. Silence of the Lambs is the one.
This was a thing before Hannibal even existed.
Yeah, yeah.
But he never says, hello, Clarice.
Yeah.
I've been... Me and my... Some fifa beans and a nice Chianti. Yeah, man, that's odd to me. Like, I've said that for years.
Weird.
Me and my uncle was like, hello, Clarice.
Yeah. Turns out I don't know what I'm saying.
Don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Looney Tunes or Looney Tunes? So Looney Tunes or Toons?
You?
See, I remember the other way. It is you.
I don't know. Yeah.
I remember the 00.
But man, I haven't watched again. Like, you know, Looney Tunes for me. It's fucking. You know, when was the last time I watched that? You know, so when's the last time I saw the spelling of Looney Tunes?
But you know,
I just think if I was to write it right now, if you just told me to spell it, I probably would have spelt it with a U.
Would you?
Yeah. But I don't know if that's just like.
Yeah. See, I would have went 00 if I had to write it. And it's like, I feel like that's burnt into my subconscious. I watched a lot.
I know there is a 00 for sure, but that's obviously Looney.
In the Looney, yeah.
Because I always remember a character popped through one of the O's. Did he?
Yeah,
or something? Or
yeah.
That's what I remember.
That's all, folks.
Yay!
Well, you procrastinate on that. The Mona Lisa.
Okay.
Smile or a frown?
I thought it was always like.
I mean, a smirk more like.
Yeah, I always thought it was like just like a flat face or something like that. Because I was always like, why didn't this bitch smile? She probably had to sit there for. I guess paintings took a long time back then.
Yo,
so
apparently,
she's like, hurry the fuck up.
Apparently,
dude.
she's always had a smirk. I don't remember that. I remember what you just said.
Yeah, I remember like just like
not even a slight smirk.
I remember blank.
Just like this bitch needs a root.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's
no,
immense
she does,
pressure, man.
Tremendous pressure.
Yeah, that's just like that's a pretty famous like. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that picture.
Yeah.
When I look at it now, it looks odd to me. It looks odd.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, it almost looks like a remake or something.
Yeah,
like
I know
it's
what you're
been
saying.
redone.
But then there's things like that it's like I know like the look of like slightly from memory seeing it in movies. But then if you were to tell me to draw the Mona Lisa, she wouldn't be facing the right way. Fuck, her hands would be in the air. And like, you know,
I reckon I
wouldn't have anything fucking accurate. I couldn't tell you what the fuck she's wearing. You know, like
that's like a robe.
Well, I couldn't tell you what's in the background.
UFO. Apparently.
Oh, I do remember that. That's cool. That's real cool. I could draw that bit.
See, I know that's burnt into my head.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
I do remember the UFO though.
got the C3PO. We fucking been over that. Have you ever seen the dude who plays him?
Yes. Yeah.
He's a cool dude, man.
Ian something.
Fucking real skinny because he had to fit in that fucking thing.
Yeah.
There was that dude in that.
Yeah,
thing.
that's wild. That's wild.
Crazy thing about it.
Dude, there was times
because that'd be CGI now.
Yeah. Oh no, I think he's still in it in heaps of the.
I mean, like in new movies.
Yeah,
like if he was a new character.
Yes, I see what you're saying. But one thing is they did get him back, I think, for the last Star Wars movies. Which is like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
because that's a dope character to play to where you don't have to have your face held recognized. Yeah, you can get all the money, be in a fucking Star Wars movie. And fucking walk down the street, That's why I'd like to be a fucking alien in a suit.
Bro, there's this dude. You know Hellboy.
Yeah, the original dude.
I'm not a fan.
Are you talking the Hellboy, the one that has like 2 Hellboy movies?
Yeah. And there's like a fucking fish thing.
Yeah. That dude's cool though, man. I like that guy too.
You know that dude? That's all he does is play things like that. Look up. It'll blow your brain.
The guy who plays the yes,
fish.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly.
He's done all sorts of and apparently like there's directors, like certain directors, when they're like making a creepy movie. He's the dude they sort out because they reckon when they come up with these monsters and that, no one moves like this dude. They reckon like he just knows how to move.
Yeah,
he knows how to fucking sell it, like make it look. And when you watch when they show everything he's ever played, it's all monsters and all creatures. He does it fucking sick, man.
Yeah, that's killer. That's super dope.
He really that's pretty creepy too, though, isn't it? Like imagine like fucking.
But I always liked that fish character, but just because he's acted so well, you know, he does the way he moves in that movie is so cool.
I've never given it a go.
Or just the way he like you said, his character acting for being like a creature is fucking dope.
Yeah,
man.
apparently reckon another funny one. Have you ever seen a movie called Earth Girls?
Doug Jones is the motherfucker.
Doug Jones.
Yeah, that 100% makes sense when you look at him too. You're like, wow, that's got some monster face.
That's him, man.
That guy can do
And then
shit.
later on, just look up all the shit he's played.
He does do. I was just about to say, I think he might do the creature in Pan's Labyrinth. Have you ever seen that movie?
No, but
I'll have to lend it to you one time. It's not in English, which sucks, but fucking the creature in it is fucking.
Yep, that's him.
Hell trippy.
That's
man.
him.
It's like it's just got some wicked like costume designs. So I think he does like this weird creature that's on like this weird like stilts, and like the way he's got to move is like just like a fucking full alien shit, son.
Yeah, they reckon this
cool,
dude
man.
was a beast, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because he'd have to start hours earlier than everyone because to get all the shit on him. Like they reckon he was like doing 16-hour days in that shit,
that's wild, man. That's
fucking
wild.
crazy, man.
Yeah. Shout out, was it Doug Jones?
Doug Jones.
Big ups.
Wait, just on side tip, have you ever seen a movie called Earth Girls?
No.
It's
I don't even think I've heard of that.
It's one of Jim Carrey's first ever movies, and it's like 3 aliens come to fucking Earth. They're like furry. One's purple, one's green, and one's blue. I think there's wackest suit, but it's like 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
But apparently, when they were doing the casting for the aliens, because Jim Carrey ended up getting a part as one of the aliens. He was one of the first dudes that come in or whatever, and he auditioned, and they said, 100% you are an alien, man.
You are an alien, bro.
They reckon they never had a perfect casting like that before, where some dude come in like, he's the alien.
Yeah, nice. That's cool.
And they always crack me up because he's a fucking...
One other guy who does, though, just that cool sort of stuff, not so much with the prosthetics, but he does like the facial stuff. He's the guy who did like Gollum and shit, is Andy Serkis.
Okay.
He does like a few of those like, I don't know, it's like mocap. Like it's where they translate like all the facial features into being fucking... whatever animated shit, but he does pretty killer at that shit too. Like they get him to do like Gollum, just whenever there's a weird little sort of creature that's going to be like CGI, but they like want the face to be like.
You know that just put an image in my head of something that I couldn't stand when I was a kid.
What's that?
Do you remember Mully Grubs?
Oh,
there was a fucking face on the TV that talked to you. You don't remember Mully Grubs, man?
Nah.
Oh, bro, these motherfuckers remember Mully Grubs, man? And it was like a fucking, it was like this kid's show. And every now and then this face would come and talk to you, but it was a real lips with like pretend eyes, I think. So it was like that mocap shit, but early whack-ass version. It had bright red lipstick lips.
Yeah, fuck that.
And a real weird voice, and fucking all kids loved it.
That sounds like some fucking subliminal CIA
Bro,
shit.
I couldn't stand it. I hated it. I was like repulsed by it. I couldn't like turn it off.
Yeah, fuck
hated
this thing.
it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Tom Cruise.
What about him? Dude is shorter than me, bruh. How crazy is that?
You know,
that's wild. That guy's legitimately shorter than me.
Is he?
Legit.
How tall is he?
He's like 5'2" or some shit. Or
Really?
like 5'4". Like, look it up. It's fucking... I could stand next to that cunt.
I got no internet.
I could stand next to that motherfucker, man, and look down on him. You know, slightly.
Lean on that motherfucking shoulder.
I could lean on that dude, man. But what about him? Go on anyway.
So, what's the movie?
You said Tom Cruise, didn't you?
Tom Cruise, yeah.
The fuck? Did I say the wrong guy, man?
There's that movie. What's that famous movie? You know when he comes sliding in on his socks?
Yeah, don't know what the movie is, but I know what you're talking about.
So
I know the scene. Yeah, it's been recreated a million fucking times.
What's he wearing?
Like a button shirt.
Yeah.
Socks, like you said.
Yeah.
Maybe a loose tie or something.
Yeah. What about his face?
I don't know.
Sunglasses?
Yeah, I want to say. Now you've said sunglasses. I've got sunglasses on him.
No.
No sunnies?
No sunnies. Dude, that has been reenacted. That's something anyone can look
that's
up.
been reenacted a million motherfucking times.
And he always has sunnies, man. But in the movie, apparently not. Here's a weird one. I told you I got some weird ones.
Tom Cruise, 5'7". 5'7". So we're the same. I thought he was 5. Like
you
5.
eye with that motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Get out of my face, Tom.
Hey, flatten your hair, dude. Let's see what happens, man.
Take them fucking lifters out your shoes,
Yeah,
dog.
come on, dog.
Wearing
Take your
heels.
stilts off, kid.
Wearing heels, motherfucker.
Yeah, and you probably got like fucking 8 kilos of fucking stem cells injected into you. You've probably grown fucking 10 inches while you've been in Hollywood, man. You probably started off 4'7".
Wait, we revoke your fucking Scientology membership.
Yeah,
you
dude.
shriveled down to 5'4".
You shredding all that adrenochrome making you too tall, son. You used to be a midget. All right? I know it. I know. That's a new Mandela Effect, dude. Add that to the list. He used to be shorter, bro. I fucking promise you that. I fucking promise you, man.
Yes. You can't handle the truth. This is a stupid one. I just know because I had a million girlfriends who loved it.
Yeah.
Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
I've heard this one before a million times. Well, as a kid, I always thought it was Sex in the City.
Well,
but then I think I got corrected by someone. And
no,
then, I was like, I don't believe you.
Well, here's one where there's another one like the Star Wars shit. There's a
merch like.
No, like where Sarah Jessica Parker, the creator of the show, is accepting awards and she's calling it Sex in the City.
Okay.
She created the show. It's a bit weird that she would fuck it up multiple times.
Yeah,
I don't think that's paraphrasing.
Yeah. You know,
I'm going to...
fucking up your other arguments, son.
I'm coming esophagus.
You got nothing. But I think I've seen people like show like bags or things that have been like bought that say Sex in the City, like, you know, on your side of the argument.
Yeah.
Which is weird, you know, is that a misprint?
And I've seen that's another one that has TV guides.
Okay.
And TV guides do fuck shit up.
Yeah, you know.
But the creator, it's when you get to the creator of the show accepting an award at an award ceremony.
Yeah.
That's for the show.
Yeah.
You know?
They made.
Kind of a little bit weird.
Because there's one quote from, I think it's like, you probably have it on there, the Alice in Wonderland.
Nah.
No. Because there's one from there and I can't even remember what it is.
Is that what we're going to watch some mushies?
No, but that'd probably be cool too, man.
No. So sorry, this Patreon.
So just fucking just working shit out. Dark Side of Oz.
That's it.
But where I think it's like where she first meets like the Mad Hatter and that, and then like she says like you're a bit mad or something, and like everyone knows the quote to be like we're all a bit mad here.
Okay.
But that the actual quote is slightly different. But people have gotten tattoos like. So many people got tattoos that say, we are all mad here, because like that's what everyone knows the quote to be, we are all mad here. And for a million people to go get tattoos, knowing, you know, growing up watching the movie and go get tattoos of it. And then they show like coffee mugs that all say, we are all mad here. But then like the movie doesn't say that. It says something slightly different, but it's not that. And because that was one that I was always like, well, that one's weird.
Look, man, we're just having a bit of fun and entertaining some fucking wacky shit, but there's some parts of it is like it's just, and it's like the masses. How come it's either A or B? It's not like you know, it's Gary or George. It's not like, it's
someone's like Dominic,
or it's Randy, or there's no random shit getting thrown in the mix. It's either you got Camp A or Camp B.
The only thing I could say for like the
not
Alice
with all of it
in Wonderland, and like I think because there's another one from another Disney movie, the Mirror on the Wall.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
Which is like, in the movie she says magic mirror on the wall, but everyone knows it as mirror.
Yeah.
And then everything else that's ever quoted it, it's been in Shrek, a million other fucking things, has all said mirror. But like, an explanation for that is probably like the original book, I think, says mirror.
Yeah.
So, like a million kids probably read, like I think my sister had that Disney book when she was a kid, same as the Alice in Wonderland maybe, like the original book does say the right thing, but when it was adapted for this one Disney animation or whatever, they fucked up the line. And like, the original line from the book or whatever is mirror and we are all mad here. That's why, so many people, probably got read that way as a kid. So they have like, there could be explanations for that.
But I even think as a kid, I remember like anything that did a mirror on the wall was always mirror on the wall.
Yeah, 100%. So that's why
I never read the books.
Nah, but because I think the first time I ever saw it was Shrek as a kid. Like, because they,
I haven't even
there was like a magic fucking.
I haven't seen Shrek.
It's actually a pretty dope kids movie,
everyone's
man.
always telling me.
It's a pretty sick kids movie.
Apparently, like the other ones are shit, but the first one's really good.
Yeah, the first one's killer, man. It's because it's just like.
And it got Eddie Murphy in it or something.
Yeah, he plays like the donkey.
Okay,
man.
yeah.
And then Mike Myers is like, he's like the the thing. Or whatever.
All right.
But it's just a concept of like all the fairy tales and shit. They all live in this one world, and fucking, like, it's a pretty fucking cool concept and shit. And then like he's gonna go do we're not gonna break down Shrek here, but
what?
But I wanted a Shrek review, man. But like in that, I remember as a kid it saying mirror. But apparently the original book of whatever the fuck, what's the actual story that says mirror?
Oh, I wouldn't
Snow White or something maybe,
like that,
or Cinderella, fuck, whatever it is. Apparently the original book does say it's princess shit. Some fucking flowers and fucking my fucking dwarves or whatever, dude. I ain't give a fuck, man.
Bitch, she was fucking 7 dwarfs, man.
She's a hoe. She was a hoe. She had a dwarf hoe, man. But the original book
fetish, man.
The original source material does say the correct line. So I think some reason it was just changed for the animation, and then everything after that does say the correct line as well. So it's probably, but that could just be a Disney fuck up.
Could be.
Who knows?
Or we could have. Is that more
or
likely?
in another dimension, dude. Come on.
Or is it more plausible?
Yeah.
That we're shifting dimensions, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on, man. Occam's razor, the most simplest fucking possibility.
Double split experiment, bro.
Yeah. Schrodinger's cat, man. I think we're in another dimension. That's gotta be it.
It's the only plausible way. It's the only.
So it could be. You give me something else.
Okay. This one's for you.
Yeah. Ooh.
Because I don't know.
Yeah, okay, sick.
And I don't know if you know either. But I think he's into this shit. Or was into
find
this.
Out.
Pikachu?
Yeah, all right.
You know a bit about him?
Yeah, I know that little motherfucker.
Yeah. Did he have a black tip on his tail or not?
No, he doesn't. And just because like you said, I knew all these ones. He's got it's got one at the bottom of his tail, not at the tip.
Isn't the bottom the tip?
No, I'm talking the base. Sorry, like
okay.
The base where it comes out of his butt.
Near his anus
space. It's brown there, but not at the tip.
All right. Okay. I can't remember. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
You're like, it doesn't.
Yeah,
I didn't have the cards.
It doesn't.
I just drew that motherfucker a few times.
All right, man. I'll save these two for the. I'll hit this one.
Oh.
Is it Flynn Stones or Flint Stones?
T to me.
Same here. Nah.
Flintstones.
Flintstones. That doesn't even make sense to me because
is that just a pronunciation thing though? Like, and that just travels through like schools because every kid's just Flintstones,
it's like
Flintstones, or because I have no idea what the logo of Flintstones is.
I always thought it was FLINT Stones.
Yeah, well, that's what I.
Not FLIN Stones.
I guarantee anyone you ask will put a T in there. It's pronouncing it.
This is why I think because so it's from the fucking the dinosaur
stone fucking shit. Yeah,
right.
Whatever,
Flint. You know what Flint is, don't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So that's what I always thought it meant because it's Flint Stones. That's what I thought. I thought it was a play on words. Okay. I thought their name was showing you that they're from the Flint fucking age or whatever. Flint stones. But no, it's Flynn stones.
Yeah, all right.
Which doesn't even sound right to me.
Yeah, Flintstones.
Doesn't sound right, does it?
Does
Just
it?
when you say it.
Yeah, you're missing a letter, son.
You're missing. It's Flintstones, man.
There's a T.
Yeah, there's a T, man.
Well, it's Flintstones to me.
Hey. All right, man. This is the one where I was like, when my head started going like, bruh. Every time I watch it, it just doesn't look right. Do you remember how much do you have the JFK footage in your head when he gets shot in the car?
Sorta.
How many people
back and to the left?
How many people are in the car?
Oh shit. Minus the guy driving, obviously.
No, just everyone in the car. How many people were in the car?
Shit. Like, this isn't going to be an accurate memory, so we can't. It's hard to judge off this. But I'm going to say 3.
3? Okay. I always remember 4. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. There were 6.
6 people in that car, dude?
Yeah, bro.
Whoa,
and
really?
when you look at the footage, it looks retarded.
It looks too cramped.
Just look at it now. I want to see if like...
Hey, man, you're not even meeting road regulations, dude.
Well, it's a weird car. It's like there's 2 in the front, then there's a middle seat. So there's 2 there, and then JFK and his missus are in the back. So there's 4 people in front of JFK.
Are they sitting like on the chair, like on the seat, or up on the back? Like on the...
No, they're in front.
Really?
Of JFK. It goes...
Wait, no, but where's JFK? Is he in the back?
He's in the back with his wife.
Yeah. Are they sitting on the chair, or are they sitting sort of up in the back?
No, they're in the chair.
Okay. Well, yeah. See, my memory...
I want you to see if it mate. It doesn't look... That's not what I remember, dude. That's not the... And I remember being shown it a million times in school, and that's just not how I fucking... I'm not saying I'm a believer, man. I'm just saying...
there is lots of people in the car. It is a weird car, though, isn't it? What fucking car is this,
I don't remember it.
Does this car even exist?
I don't remember that car, man. Like, I don't remember it looking like that. Not the layout of it. I remember 2 people in the front.
It is a 6-man car, though, isn't it? It's a hell fucking...
Odd, eh?
Hell odd car.
And see how there's 4 people in front of JFK and his missus.
Yeah.
Which doesn't look right, does it? And the angle he gets shot from too, I think it even makes it more weirder now. If there were 6 people in the car, it missed all them 4 people.
Missed everyone.
And just hit him.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. The only thing that could... if I'm playing devil's advocate looking at the pictures here, is there a lot of pictures that are zoomed in like that? That have like the first 2 people in the car sort of cut out?
Yeah, but I'm talking footage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like it rolling along and you're seeing him getting shot. I only remember 4.
Apparently that's taken from a video, like the thing. But I don't know. That could be just a point as to why, it looks like 4 in some things.
But that's the one that really made my head spin years ago. I was like, that just looks wrong to me, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because I didn't get shown any of that shit in school or anything like that. So that's not like, it's not a prominent memory in my head, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to say on those ones or something.
Now, this next one blew my brain.
All right.
This is the one, this is my last one I've got.
Head Papa.
Maybe goose them after. This one blew my fucking brain, dude.
All right, fucking blow it.
Do you remember Tank Man, Tiananmen Square?
Yes,
dude who stands in front of the tank.
Yep.
What happens to him?
Fuck. I don't know.
Does he get run over?
No.
No?
I don't think so, does he?
That's what I remember.
You remember him getting run over?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why it was such a big thing.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen the whole footage, but no,
in the footage now,
I thought he stopped. All the things stopped or some shit.
In the footage now, he's holding like shopping bags.
I remember him holding a bag. I do have a bag in my head.
Yeah, I remember
was going to say that before.
Hand, but I don't remember shopping bag. But I don't know if that's But I distinctly remember him getting run over, man. Like them just driving straight over him. Him stopping the tank.
I remember him stopping the tank,
and then they just run him over.
And they're like,
and keep going.
No, I don't. I can't say I remember that.
You don't remember that?
No, because I thought it was a big deal because he stopped the tank.
Yeah, see, I think that could be that age gap, man.
Yeah, that's that dimensional shift.
Shift,
Somewhere in
right.
between us, man.
You know,
is where the
you're
fucking-
from your reality.
Yeah, we're in two different fucking
He was all good.
dimensions, dude.
Fuck where I'm from, bruh.
That guy
They
died,
rolled
but
straight over that dude.
They fucked that guy up, man, where I'm from, bro.
He's fucking pancake,
Yeah,
bro.
where I'm from, man, they got that dude, bro.
That motherfucker ceased
They fucking
to exist,
Yeah,
man.
he is no longer there.
Yeah, so now he just gets escorted off. But that, to me, is not how it happened.
Yeah, all right.
And that's there's heaps, there's like hundreds. I just picked out a few that
Well, at
I
least we
thought,
can work out like a time period of where the dimensions shift.
Yeah.
It's in between us somewhere.
Between us
It's
somewhere.
in between us somewhere. Well, saying...
So you're 91, aren't you?
96, bro.
96, yeah.
96, bro.
99, no, 96.
Yeah, dude, 96, son.
96.
Yeah, I was kicked out the wing whilst Red Man was picking it up, dog.
1996,
Pick it up. But, what do you reckon this means?
Fucking, we gotta have some emotions.
Fuck, man. We got shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just telling you it happened. I don't know why.
I don't know. You put it on me, so that I guess you've got like. What do you think this means?
No, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Because, like, let's just say it's all real.
All right.
Right? Let's just say that that guy did get run over.
For real, it
You know?
gets realer. Real like an
Innocent child to turn killer. Shit, man.
I like your style, dude.
Yeah, boy. Queensbridge. Let's just say it's all real. It's all, it's confirmed. It's all real, man.
Real. Aliens.
What does it mean? What's happening? Is it a dimensional shift? What's going on? What do you think? What is happening then?
Okay, so we're gonna like come at it like it's real.
Yeah, let's
we're
just
trying
say.
to figure out.
Let's just say it's all real. What does this
We're
mean?
gonna put our lab coat on and
Yeah.
fucking try and
Thought
get
experiment. Pull my goggles down, son. I got my trench coat already.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think my opinion's going to be heavily influenced by all the shit I've watched and seen.
Yeah,
on
but
the topic.
that doesn't even. That's fine.
I mean, like, so I don't even know if I could come up with something original. So I'm like, because I just think that like it's like the parallel universe,
Like, there's weird shit going on.
time
Yeah.
shift,
Yeah,
fucking
something like that. Or like is
sort
it
of
a glitch in like a simulation or something like that?
unless this is a simulation,
Like just a slight code, a 1 turned to a 0.
See, I can fuck with that.
Is that
I could probably fuck with that more than be in a different dimension.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably could too.
I don't know why.
Because if it's a different dimension, what do you say? Like the whole planet and everybody in it is shifting into a completely different parallel space where everything is now different to what it previously was, except this one thing, or everything's the same that it previously was, except this one thing.
Or even expand on that, like exactly what you just said, and then, but it's only different to a certain amount of. So if we're all shifting to the same dimension, how come we're remembering different shit? Wouldn't our memories align?
Yeah, because if we're all coming from the same dimension, going to the same dimension,
shouldn't we be on
why
the
do
same
only
page?
certain people have different?
Why are we so divided?
Yeah. Or is it like when you go over to a different dimension, it's not like a different physical space, or it is, but it's like your consciousness has to transfer there, so maybe some memories just don't make it over.
Yeah, or maybe also, I like that.
Like you have to mold it. It's like putting two like shadows over the top of each other to make one fucking like thing or something. Because it's like, and it's like maybe some memories just fucking don't quite process over.
And then you could add age into that too.
Yeah.
Like age gap. Like you remember it that way because of when the reality shifted.
Yeah.
You were so young.
Yes.
That's burnt. That's your memories because it happened to you young.
I only have the changed memories.
You only have the changed memory where I have the previous memory.
Only because once I was born after whatever dimensional shift took place.
Yeah.
At that point, because assuming this, it has to be multiple dimensional shifts, doesn't it, for each thing, or does one dimensional shift cause all of them? I don't know. It was one shift and all those changes occurred from
I think
the other
logistically
universe.
it's easier to just have the one shift, isn't it?
Yeah? Or is it like...
If we're trying to do multiple shifts, then it's still odd that 50% remember this and 50% remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then when it's like one, it's like, why does one dimensional fucking shift happen? But when if you like your science, it's like dimensions are shifting every second we're shifting into every moment is a new dimensional shift, slightly different from the last one. It's just so similar to the last one, it's almost indistinguishable. The only difference from this moment to the last one is the fact that my hand is slightly here on the table to here, so it's so close to the last dimension.
And we got bigger dicks.
Yeah, yeah, boy, I love this dimension. But like that's the only reason. The only reason time you notice a dimension shift is when there's something big enough for you to fucking realize it. Like it's so minute that the only time when the Ford logo is a little bit different, everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like,
or the Kit Kat thing.
Yeah, or like all these weird things. You know,
that's one thing I do like about it, because it does seem like if you were just say like. We're thinking of it like an onion, right?
Yeah.
And all the layers, and each layer is very similar to the next one, just slightly smaller or slightly bigger or whatever. Depends what way you're going from the onion.
Yeah,
right?
and it can go forever.
And it can go like a fractal, right?
Yeah. So this is a motherfucking fractal. It's a fractalized onion.
I do like, it does give it like, because I think, you know, maybe it would just be little changes like that.
Yeah.
You know, like have you ever seen the movie? Because this is what it reminds me of. Have you ever seen the movie? It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's worst fucking movie in my opinion. Last Action Hero.
What happens in it?
Well, in it's like a weird reality, and like he goes to the fucking video shop, and like Sylvester, he's looking at the video shop. Arnold Schwarzenegger is.
Yeah.
And he's looking at Terminator videos and advertisements, but it's Sylvester Stallone is the Terminator.
Trippy. Yeah, okay.
And it's so weird because
it's a pressure valve. It won't open unless there's tremendous pressure.
Hey, what's up, guys? We had a minor audio glitch and this shit dropped out, but it picks up. Just for preface, something came up about monkeys, and let's go from here.
Can all understand each other when they're signaling predators.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man. And they'll show how some monkeys even trick other monkeys. They will let out a fake call to freak this monkey out. This monkey will fuck off, and then this monkey will come down and eat what he was just eating.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty clever.
That's some clever shit.
But here's where it gets weird, man. So that's the only thing they understand universally is they all understand they're all individual shouts of a predator.
And like I'd say it'd be fair that like I'd say most creatures would probably understand that shout.
Probably.
Yep.
Here's where it gets weird.
Yep.
So they breed monkeys in isolation, and they take the baby monkeys.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Now, they put a pretend snake in the thing with the monkeys in the cage, right? And the monkeys have never seen a snake, nothing. And they all let out this call that the wild ones in the Amazon are doing.
Yeah.
But they haven't been taught this. They haven't heard it. They've never heard it before.
Yeah.
But it's exactly as it is in the wild.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And they say...
Well, why does it even know to... I'd even go more so, why does it know to be scared of the snake? Because
this is added into it too. How do they know that snake is a threat?
Yeah.
And how do they know to make that call? And then so that's when they start getting into the genetical memory.
Yeah, that is epigenetics, yeah.
And it's like, wow, it's a real... it has to be a real thing,
I reckon it has to be, man.
And I reckon it exists even in us.
Yeah, I reckon that's why we have fight or flight reactions.
And why
to
some
things,
people are predisposition to be scared or not scared of certain things, or like or dislike certain things because it's been passed on to you.
Yeah, I 100% agree. With the shriek, it could just be like that's what you know how humans just scream in a certain way. You know, we just scream. Like when a baby comes out, it doesn't need to be taught how to fucking cry or whatever. Could just be that's the sound they make. But the crazier thing to me is how does it know to be scared of that certain thing?
How does it know that?
Because apparently I've heard people say, and I don't know, that babies are the same, that they're scared of snakes or something.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's true. That
I'll have to go test that.
Yeah.
Go into women's and children's. I'm coming in there for science.
Yeah, with 3 rattles.
With a trouser python.
Yeah, we're doing experiments.
I'm pulling my python out.
That's funny. I heard a guy say the other day, so random, just reminded me. It was just a fucking funny ass joke. I think it was from me. I can't remember what it was from. This dude's like, he's like, man, he's like, she gave me a wedgie with my own Johnson. My dick's so big. Fuck, that's funny. But yeah, I reckon that epigenetic stuff has to be real, man. It's got to be. It's got to be, bruv. Like otherwise, how do you explain like fight or flight? Like getting into that sort of situation where you have to either fight for your life or run. Like that's built into the DNA of us.
And do you think do you think we are...
or even how, like, you know, there's certain species when they give birth to something, they can leave it instantly?
Yeah.
They don't have to raise it fucking at all?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on there?
That's a boss fucking...
This thing's just like, just come out, eyes are like opening with like sludge.
It knows what to do.
Sludge is holding its fucking eyes shut and there's mucus coming out of everywhere.
Baby crocodiles are a great example of that. They hunt...
Mum should see ya.
They start hunting straight away.
How do you know how to do that?
Straight away.
How do you know what to hunt?
Straight away.
That's coded in.
Starts fucking hunting shit.
Yeah, but you put a baby out in the wild, that ain't fucking getting any of the right shit. Babies putting blocks in their mouths all day, little toy guns and shit. Like, but then you go, like a crocodile just be birthed at fucking and just know what to eat, know how to fucking kill it, know how to do
know what to stay away
rolls
from.
And shit. Insane.
Do you? I honestly think that we are actually the most insignificant things on this planet.
All right.
Example, I think an ant has fucking more purpose than a human being on this planet and has more purpose, more purposeful.
All right.
Because if you take away ants out of the ecosystem, fucking huge repercussions, man. Massive. But if you take out humans, it's almost things thrive without us. I think this place is better.
I reckon you can make that argument. Certain things would thrive, but it'd fuck up so many other things.
I don't think we have any symbiotic relationship with anything on this planet. There's nothing depending on us.
Not anymore.
Nothing in the natural world.
I don't think anything's depending on ants, though, is it?
Well, it's a huge part of the ecosystem, man.
But I reckon if they disappeared, something would replace it.
Don't know. I think they're integral to breaking things down.
Because I reckon we say, you know, it's integral.
I think if you took away ants, something would take the ants' place. Yeah, probably. But I think not necessarily in a health. I think it's like it's keeping things in balance.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't believe too much in a balance in that sense.
Nah.
I reckon because you say like they're important to the ecosystem or structure as we know it today. But 3 million years ago, did any ants exist? Were they important to the ecostructure then, sort of thing, or like? I just reckon you can be constant changes and the ecosystem will then change to being whatever that is. Like something would take the place of ants and then that would be just what the new ecosystem is.
I kind of agree. Devil's advocate, because this has been a Devil's Advocate episode.
It will be a lot from now on.
It always has been. That's what we should have called it.
Yeah.
I don't think, apart from us, I don't think nature creates anything unnecessarily. I don't think there's any useless shit that has no purpose. I think a jellyfish has a purpose. Don't know what it is.
Because I reckon most things' purpose is just to live and make more of its own thing. I reckon that is the only purpose, when you break it down, life has, is to survive and make more of itself.
Yeah, but it's normally at the benefit of something else. Like, it's like, you know, like when they took wolves away, when the wolves fucking... in Yellowstone, the wolves were hunted or whatever, and they decimated the wolves.
I don't think that all comes down to the wolves.
Then it fucked up. But it fucked up the antelope and everything got out of check, and there was a lot of disease because
I've heard people. I know the example you're talking about, and just because I'm doing devil's advocate, I've heard people break that down that it's not all about the wolves in that one scenario. But I know exactly what you're saying. But I just think
there's a lot of that.
But I think it's the exact same if you took people away. Like something would overrun something else, and then you'd probably lose half the species on the planet, maybe because then maybe wolves get too big, wipe out all the antelope, and then antelope just aren't a part of the ecosystem. Therefore, from then on, and then it's like, and then the argument sort of becomes a relative of whether they're doing something for the ecosystem because it can constantly change and just be a different thing. I don't know if I'm making any sense. in my head, I'm like, fuck, I got this.
Killed it.
I got this shit on point, son. I got this shit on point.
Yeah, I don't know. I just am sticking to my shit. I think that we...
Because I don't think there's like we're all helping each other or whatever and shit with like, you know, something dies and eats something else.
I don't see us a part of the food chain at all.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
At all. As an integral part of it for anything survival.
What about like hunter-gatherer dudes, like back then?
I don't think they're necessary. I think the world...
I don't think anything's necessary.
Or it depends, though, what you're talking about. I think, like, for the... Ecologically, I think a lot of things are necessary.
Are lions necessary?
Probably. Probably they keep, like, things in check. So you don't get a lot of disease in the herd and you only get the strongest. I think you need, like, the balance of things killing shit and
but how do you know we're not a part of that balance, too?
Because I don't think there's any evidence for that.
I don't think there's any evidence for lions being a part of a balance. Like how many things have we lost to extinction and nothing's changed? Yeah, how many things have just like we just never have that animal again? Tasmanian the tigers or whatever, you know.
Yeah, but how do you know that didn't negatively affect? Like, how do you know we didn't lose other creatures because of that?
But
that were integral to. Now we don't have.
But how do you know we do? That's what I'm saying. How can maybe it's just once it's gone. Now the ecosystem is just different to not have that, and it adapts to have a new thing. If you know what I'm saying, it's just because there would have been a point, you know, where let's just say dinosaurs existed, and people would have been like, if we lose these dinosaurs, like, everything's fucked because they're integral to the system of the planet moving around. But it's like, well, anything could.
But
be
they
then.
were integral to the Jurassic. When they died, the Jurassic period ceased to exist, and then a new thing had to come about.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, they would have been like, if we lose Stegosauruses, they weren't scientists, but, you know, like, the Triceratops were like, man, if we lose all the Stegosauruses or all the Velociraptors, our whole thing's fucked. When it's like, if you lose all the Velociraptors, you know, maybe T-Rexes are just like, oh, now the Velociraptors aren't there, we can just start eating those dudes instead of the Velociraptors eating them.
I don't know.
I just reckon there's always something to fill its place. I don't reckon there's ever a void or something like that. Or
yeah.
I don't reckon everything has to have I think everything's just living and try to create more of itself.
Yeah. I don't know. I see it more of a system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a different view. I just see it more of a finely tuned.
Because I don't see anything that plays like an integral role in that sense to something else. Because there's always something that eats something else.
What about plankton then? Something like plankton. If you took plankton away, what do you think would happen?
But can you take plankton away? I don't even know how that works.
Well, like the ocean heats up and it can't survive where it survives anymore, so plankton ceases to exist.
And then I reckon just the ecosystem would change into being a different thing.
Yeah, but that would have a massive knock-on effect.
Yeah, but I reckon that's what's always happened.
That would take most of the whales out, then whatever the whales fucking...
Yeah, and then it would just be a different... And then I just think then it would be a different ecosystem then. Because I reckon it's just... it's something's integral to hold the ecosystem that maybe we have at this point. But I think the ecosystem's forever changing.
Yeah, I would agree. But I think we're the most insignificant things in the ecosystem.
All right.
That's just...
It depends of what the point the ecosystem is having.
Like, I'm talking symbiotic.
Okay.
Like having being part of the food chain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like being part of the.
I just don't see lions being any different.
I see them being way different because I see them keeping things
because they're at the top of their food chain, sort of like I guess how we would be in the sense of like how we just eat the things below us and shit like that.
Yeah, but we do it in a different... I don't think we do it... They do it in a targeted way. They're like picking off the weak ones, so then therefore them weak ones aren't breeding and making... So you always have the best, the strongest of each species because everything's keeping each other in check. And when things overrun, when you take one thing away, then this thing overruns and ends off being its own demise almost because it...
Yeah. I totally understand what you're saying. I just don't see it as there being like this is the way the ecosystem's meant to be. I see if like one thing gets removed, as it has like throughout millions of years, just another thing will replace it, or it will just like I don't see it. I don't know, just making too much. Just has like, you know how many things have gone extinct, and it just hasn't changed really the ecosystem of fucking anything.
Yeah, but that's because you're not a part of the ecosystem, so I don't know if we can really make that call. Like, how do you know it hasn't?
Oh, well, I know documentaries are still all the same. All the David Attenborough's still watching all the
but
fucking
he's not
ants
part of the
walking around.
ecosystem. Like, do you think?
But you know what I'm saying though?
Is he
Like, it
the
hasn't really.
oracle of it?
The forests are all still there. All the animals, the other ones are still going.
Yeah, like I don't know.
When the rhinos died, all the other ones kept. The giraffes were fine. The elephants are still fucking leaving their babies back in the fucking droughts and.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll just have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, or we're just insignificant. It's whatever you want to believe, I guess.
Whatever you want to believe. I just don't think we have any purpose, man.
Yeah, that's okay. Fair enough.
Compared to everything else.
What do you reckon the purpose of life is?
That's like
that's some deep shit.
I don't.
But talk about a lion. What's the purpose of it? Just in broken down to not like accomplishing things or
like fucking.
It's to me, it's just survival.
It's some Lion King shit.
It's survival and make more of itself. The only thing plants are trying to do is get to the point where they can make more plants. Same as like animals just want to fucking make it. Like a spider will, like a huntsman will.
But things
will
need to
fuck another huntsman and then be eaten straight after because it's like, I've done my thing. All I need to do is make more huntsmans.
But it's almost like everything needs to be kept in check or it becomes a problem. It overruns itself.
Yeah.
It eats all its resources.
A problem to only a certain thing, I'd say.
Well,
a problem to something would be great for something else. Like when antelopes start to like overrun, the antelopes are that's not a problem for antelope.
But if you take away plankton, right, then that immediately would cause a problem for whales, but we don't know. I don't think we fully understand the significance of whales in the ocean and what it's so uncharted.
Yeah.
So I don't know what knock-on effect. I think it would affect more than just one thing.
Oh, definitely it'd be a butterfly effect. I just don't know if anything is in that sense necessary. It'd be necessary to maintain a system that we know in the way it works as we know it. To maintain that. For sure, I think, it's definitely necessary to maintain what we know and how the way that thing works. Okay, obviously, it's if you remove it, butterfly effect for sure. But I reckon if you remove it, it'll just change into a different ecosystem, and then you'd eventually just know that to be what the ecosystem is, if that makes sense.
Could it change to a less optimum ecosystem, though?
Maybe, but it
like a
it
sulfur
depends
lake
on what
where nothing survives.
It just depends on what you describe as optimum, I guess, when it comes to whatever
like inhabitable, like
trying to do
something like we could live on.
But it could be just more inhabitable to something else.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. Yeah. But
I think the way we've formulated this argument, it's a total circle that can go on for fucking hours.
Because I reckon that's the last thing I'll say. I think like. We haven't found another planet like Earth because Earth is really special because of the ecosystem and the balance of everything that exists here. And I think it's obviously super rare because we haven't found it again.
But then I'm also like, how the fuck do they know what any ecosystem's like on any other planet?
If we're going to take...
How do you know there's not microscopic fucking...
Just say we'll take like... schools, the science
because I don't believe all the
it.
shit they say.
I don't believe we know anything. I don't believe humans being out of that fucking Earth's atmosphere.
It's like we're saying, like I don't believe when they tell me what the middle of the moon looks like.
No, I don't believe any of that. But I just think there's not many. We haven't found another Earth yet.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's because of it takes a long time for these symbiotic relationships It's like how we were saying in one other episode, like how does what came first? You know how there's like in Australia there's plants that have to go through a certain digestive tract of a certain bird. Otherwise that seed will not germinate.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like how does that? What come first, and how did that even?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's crazy.
It's crazy. That is crazy.
That's crazy.
It's exactly like we were saying in one of those other episodes. Yeah, it's that same argument. How does How does that snake develop that tail that fucking looks like a spider?
I think
and
we got here with consciousness, didn't we? Yeah. I just don't think that we're the only ones that have consciousness.
No, I don't believe that at all.
I think
because I didn't even I guess I just wasn't fully aware that was the argument.
No, we weren't arguing.
No, that was the argument that science makes. That they say that.
Yeah, apparently we're the only conscious ones.
I didn't know that was what they say.
Apparently humans are the only ones that, like monkeys, don't even have.
Because I reckon they'll tell you, or they should at least say that that's obviously obviously a theory, but we don't, like you said, we don't know what consciousness is, so how can they say that?
Yeah, like if they don't even know what part of the brain it comes from.
Don't they say it's self? What do you reckon? Is it self-awareness?
Yes, I think it's guess. But then, no, because
I don't know.
Like what you're telling me, when you look at a dog, right? It's fucking very aware if it's inside or outside.
I reckon a dog's self-aware.
You know what I mean? It's if I put it outside, it'll sit by the fucking door because it wants to come back inside. It's aware.
Yeah.
It's outside and it's aware that I'm inside.
Yeah, and dude, like you know, like if you're yelling in a house around a dog like
it knows.
It's a dog's definitely self-aware. So like, is it? I don't know. That's at least a good starting point.
It's a good starting
measuring point. Self-awareness. Because then it's like, is a beetle self-aware? You know, that we've just established the dog is or whatever. Dolphins, I reckon for sure, and shit. Is a spider self-aware?
You know, and that's what I hate when we say, like, when you get the unequivocal, like, oh, they don't even feel pain or whatever. Like, how the fuck can you, like, show me how many spiders you've interviewed?
Show me a spider's brain.
Show me you communicating with a spider, and then I might believe you know.
I'll believe you, bruh.
Like,
I believe you,
what
bruh.
they're feeling.
Yeah, what they feel.
You don't know what I'm feeling, motherfucker. So how do you know
I
what
killed
the fuck?
so many spiders, not one made a noise. Not one even looked at me weird, man. They ain't feel shit.
You know, like, I don't know, man. I think we're fucking way more special than we are.
Yeah. I don't think we're any less special than a fucking crocodile, though, dude.
No, I don't think we have. I don't
think we're insignificant to ferrets and
that's
crocodiles. I don't think we're
right.
any less than them.
See, that's where I disagree.
Really?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. All right.
100%.
That's a pretty wild view to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we're less significant than a ferret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a ferret comes from. Because a ferret.
I reckon if you kill every ferret on the planet, nothing changes.
Yeah, but
no one gives a fuck.
But we are insignificant in a way where I think, like, a ferret is more advanced than you are.
You reckon?
100 times more. Because if I fucking take the power grid out, how long are you gonna last?
What was the word you just said?
In nature.
Is more what, efficient than me, or?
What did I say? Efficient?
I can't remember.
Is more.
It was like a second ago.
Can we rewind?
That was like literally a second ago.
I think it is. Yeah.
Significant? Is it, fuck, I can't remember. Because I think a ferret can't do anything outside of feeding itself and shitting.
But we can't even do that.
Dude, you can, like, how many times have you been influenced or touched by music that a human can play?
Yeah, but that's...
Humans, like, you can be touched by words from sounds that were formulated out of humming and someone moving their fucking lips, and that can touch you and make you cry.
Yeah,
that can literally touch your heart, dude.
But that doesn't mean, like...
That's like, and this guy's over here just fucking grabbing nuts or some shit. He can't make any of his buddies feel good.
Yeah, but if I take away...
I think we can do just insanely significant shit.
In certain circumstances we can, but
I think just talking about just living life, like just significance. Like if you're talking about hunting nuts, maybe humans aren't the best.
No, but what I'm saying is,
I reckon just the production of life and like creating and inspiring one another. I think we're insanely like we do like godly shit.
If I take out the power grid, you're not a god anymore. You're below a ferret because I believe a ferret will outlast you in the wild.
Yeah, I reckon if you take all the power out, I reckon humans adapt like fucking so quickly. I reckon, we won't have 6 billion people on the planet. I reckon a few people are going to learn to hunt ferrets pretty fucking quickly.
I reckon the only people that would survive are the people that have already been doing it and have...
I reckon humans...
I think we're domesticated. I think we're like a domesticated cow.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think that makes us less significant than a ferret. I think we trump ferrets, personally.
It depends on what we're talking about. I'm talking about survival.
I think we've done pretty good. Look at us, bro. We overtaken this planet, son. How the fuck are ferrets doing? I ain't seen no ferret overlords.
They're not wrecking their own environment. They're not going to cause their own demise.
But how do we know we are? That's a certain point of view. It's the same thing. We're significant at, like, maybe we're making the environment better. That's just an argument.
I don't think you'd find many people on the planet who would say that we've made the environment better.
It depends what to again. To humans, we're thriving.
So at the cost of everything else, though.
Yeah, but again, it's to something else. It's always to something else. It's always relative to something else.
That seems...
It's like, that's good to that, but it's not good to the other things, you know?
That
it's
seems
always
unsustainable.
Relative.
You're going to run out of shit.
It's just always relative. I think it just changes into a different system.
I just think if you took away all our comforts, I think would last as long as people looted the shop.
Yeah?
And then we'd be dead.
I don't agree, personally. I think you'd lose most of the population, for sure, but we've had, like...
Have you been camping?
Some people reckon,
You've been camping, haven't you?
Yeah.
Out in the bush.
Of course, bro.
You know...
I reckon some people reckon, like, asteroids have hit this planet and we've got down to, like, 20,000 people on the whole planet, you know? And, like, we've come back from that, dude. Like, we knew how to do, like, so much stuff before all the technology. We humans survived through all that, dude. They were hunting ferrets, fucking up, catching fucking mammoths. Like, people were thriving without technology. You know, I reckon humans can do some crazy shit, man. Me and you might die.
Yeah.
But
I think, like, Aboriginals and shit, like the traditional ones, landowners and that, like...
We'll cut it up in a minute.
Yeah, they can survive, but I don't think me and you can.
No, I don't think so either.
And not only survive, they can thrive.
Yeah, they can thrive. And they'll thrive... Fucking, that doesn't seem less significant than a ferret to me. It seems no different to a tiger doing something.
I just don't think we're going to agree.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
think we're just too far
I was just trying to
apart.
make you understand my point of view.
Same.
Yeah.
But we're not.
I totally understand your point of view. That's so ignorant to say. Fucking the second I heard it, I was like, that's fucking nice work, bro. Represent the dickhead shit. That's what I do, son. That's what I do, son. I know what you're saying. Well, I don't... Well, no, sorry. I don't know what you're saying. I think when you say the insignificance is just where I get lost.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anything is significant in that point.
I think we're just looking at it at different...
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't
That's
think
what
we have
it
the
is.
same understanding.
Nah, we don't.
Because I don't think a ferret has any more purpose on this planet than a human does then, in that sense. Like I don't think anything is necessary. I reckon the planet probably didn't even have fucking animals at one point. None of it was necessary. The planet was still going.
Yeah, but what kind of a planet was it?
It was just a different thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just always a different thing.
I
don't think there's any one right state that it needs to be.
I just think we're the one thing that you could remove and it wouldn't really affect anything. Where I think, like...
I reckon it would affect... I reckon everything would change.
Yeah, like, for the better in my mind. I think if you took away a lady beetle...
Yeah, but it's still change. Everything would still change.
I think
like that would make an immense effect, wouldn't it?
I think in a positive way, though.
But we're just talking about an effect. And a positive effect, you know, it could be a positive effect
I'm talking
to antelope,
like,
but it might not be...
I mean, in the survival of everything else.
It might kill every bird on the planet.
You know what I mean?
Or something. You know, I don't know the effect. Maybe, like, every bird then dies, or every mouse, or something. You know, it could be terrible for one thing. It's excellent for all, you know, the snakes that have now got places to go around and shit, and all the plants are thriving.
Yeah, but I think they're all interlocked, that they all affect each other.
I think we're a part of that now, though.
I don't think so.
All right. I reckon the planet looked very... You don't reckon the planet would change if we weren't here?
Of course.
That's what I mean. Like, it makes an effect. We're definitely part of that system.
Yeah, but we're not integral to nature at all.
No, but I guess it's the system.
That's the point. That's what I'm getting at.
No, okay, we're integral to the system that is in place right now, but we're not integral to things that aren't human, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so the rest of the planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything on it.
But I think we would lose an immense amount of plant species if humans weren't here.
You reckon? Like what?
100%. So many plants are only still alive today because humans, like, keep the seeds alive.
Yeah, because humans are the ones that fucking destroyed the territory that the plant grew on, so they had to keep the seeds alive.
Yeah, but it would have an effect, I think. Yeah, But anyway. I think we'd lose heaps of shit.
Unless there's tremendous pressure.
I reckon humans, I'll just finish on, I think fucking, you know, we do some fucked up shit, but I think we're pretty fucking special beings, man. I think we can accomplish, like, I've had some pretty significant feelings of just, like, you know, happiness, enjoyment, fucking been inspired by so many things that are just from human creation, come out of, like, just the imagination of someone else who was sitting in their room. I'm like, man, and that's led me to think of other things, the movies I've watched that have come from just the imagination of things. Like, I just fucking...
Yeah, but that has no
how
place in
inspired
nature,
have you ever been by, like, you know what I'm saying?
What does that affect in nature?
I'm not saying anything to do with it. I just think we're incredible creatures, man.
Yeah.
Like, we are incredible fucking
I'm not
creatures.
saying that. I'm just saying that I think we're the least incredible when it comes to nature. And
but it depends what you're looking at. Again, that's to say, it's good for one thing. It's all relative, you know? It's good for that thing. Probably kills 1 million, plant species. 1 million new ones grow. It's all good for them. Probably fucks up a few snake species. A few of the other ones are all good. Maybe all the anacondas survive. Maybe half certain types of rabbits all die off. It's fucking terrible for them. But this other type of feral rabbit goes crazy. Certain type of feral pigs, it's great for them.
And feral animals are only feral animals because we put them in places they shouldn't have existed in the first place.
Okay, so maybe it's better for wild pigs, but it's not good for like these other types of pigs that so it fucks them up. I reckon it's all relative to who it's good to.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that we have done more damage than good.
I agree with that.
So
in a sense, but that's again, it's who you
and
look to.
How many Earths are
If we just talk about environment, like clean the planet and all that sort of shit, have everything be green and look pretty, then yeah, we fuck shit up.
Well, not just look pretty. I mean, be habitable for every creature on it.
Yeah.
I think we affect way more than affects us.
Yes, no, definitely. I agree with that. 100%. Yeah. I'm definitely with you.
Because a lot of shit inhabit the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And infecting that bit of land, then we've just affected so much shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think I don't know how many Fs there are, and I think we're the things on the planet that have the potential to ruin it for everything.
Yes, yeah, I agree with that. Definitely.
I don't think there's anything else on the planet that has that
but I
potential.
also think that's a totally different argument. I don't think that's the same thing, is it? I definitely think we have the ability to fucking destroy things for sure.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm sort of like talking about our place in it.
Okay, all right, yeah. I guess it was that word significance that threw me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
You're like, I'm smarter than a ferret, and like, yeah, I respect that. But
not even that. Just like the significance of something living, of like just what it does for other things living, or like what part it takes. I don't know, in the universe, what does it do?
Like if I just say we had a part of forest that nothing inhabits.
You're just talking about the mechanical function of the thing.
Yeah, if I released you into the forest by yourself and a ferret, I would put my money on the ferret surviving longer than you.
Yeah, but that's like, are we taking a house ferret that I've had in my house the whole time? Or
No, like a wild one.
Okay, so let's take me out of the equation and put our hunter-gatherer there then. You've got to take the same sort of thing. Otherwise, we take a house ferret, we take my little puppy, take the little Maltese Shih Tzu and me, bow to the wild.
That's not really.
Well, that's the same thing though.
Not really though. Not to me. That's not what I'm talking about. Modern man. I'm not talking about hunter-gatherers. Because I said, if they're the only,
that's not in our environment though. You're putting them into different environments.
If we took the power grid out, I said it would be the people who've been doing it the whole time, the hunter-gatherers. They're the only ones that have a chance in my mind.
I think you're putting them into different scenarios.
Don't have a chance.
You're putting the ferret into its natural environment. I think it's more like drop you in Tokyo. Into a human environment. Can you survive?
Isn't the Earth your natural environment too? Isn't it supposed to be your natural environment?
Well, drop the ferret into Antarctica, it's not going to survive, is it?
Well, neither are you.
Exactly, because we're both not in our environments. But you've dropped the ferret into its natural environment and me into... so drop the ferret into the woods, drop me into...
Well, I reckon you could even drop a ferret into an environment that it's not natural then and drop you into the same thing, and I still think it would outlast you.
Yeah?
100%. I reckon it would know how to find food and more way better than you.
Sign up for the Patreon, guys. We're doing it. It's me versus ferret. We're getting Bear Grylls styled. Me and the ferret being dropped by helicopters, man.
I think an ant outlasts us all, trumps us all, man.
Yeah, all right. I reckon I'd eat the ant pretty quick.
I think it has more significance.
I reckon I'd eat the ant pretty quick. I'd be like, guys, this is 15 grams of protein in this one tiny ant, and maybe I can find civilization.
But I reckon you would die of starvation before you ate all the ants, and then the ants would eat you.
Yeah, I guess how many ants we dropping, it's all factors. It's all relative is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any locked in things.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, the Mandela Effect's changed us. We're in a different universe, guys. And that's how it is.
That's how it is, man. Agree to disagree.
Yeah, boy.
Leave a comment.
Leave your comments.
Sick,
dude. And we're going to...
Thank you.
Thank you, Guy. Thanks, Guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, we'll do it again next week.
Sick.
Fuck
Sick.
yeah, dude.
Can't wait.
Can't wait, man.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.